Good afternoon there. Welcome to another episode of Inspiring Women in Travel Asia. Today, I have Khun Aimmy, who's the General Manager of Staybridge Suites Hotel in Sukhumvit, Bangkok. Welcome, Khun Aimmy.
Hi there.
Excellent. We're very excited. I'm very excited to have this interview session today. And I'm your host, Sumi Suryan from Phuket Hotels Association based here in Phuket. So welcome, Aimmy, again to our show. And I'm curious to really learn about your career journey. So you've been with IHG since graduation, started off as a trainee, and now you're a general manager at a very tender young age. And so tell us, though, how did you embark in the journey in hospitality and what got you into it?
Sure. First of all, so I'm Aimmy. I'm currently a general manager of a pre-opening hotels. This hotel is at Staybridge Suites, Bangkok, Sukhumvit, right on Sukhumvit 24. It's a big hotel. It's a 411 keys with retail space and a lot of facilities. So it's the biggest, actually, it's the biggest hotel that I have ever managed, actually. Previously, I started my journey off as a management trainee in InterContinental in Bangkok. I started off with trainee first, just a normal trainee, doing a waitress. And then I heard about the management trainee, so I joined that particular program. And I got selected to be one of the 4 in Thailand for the first batch. It was amazing. And then I keep thinking, there was one general manager on that assessment center. He actually asked me, what is my career goal and when will that achieve? I actually sit there and like, okay, I want to be, and then I point at him, I want to be like you. So a general manager, and he's like, okay, when? And I'm like, 5 years time then. At that time, I was 25 years old. I don't know why I said 5 years, but I think, yeah, why not? So I give it a go. And then IHG give me a lot of opportunities. I moved across a lot. So from Pattaya, I was previously in Holiday Inn Pattaya. And then I moved into Bangkok doing Holiday Inn Express Saturn as a pre-opening, and then keep moving across the board of property in Thailand. And then, I think in about 4 years time, I was given the opportunity to do a general manager. So I climbed the ladder from a front office, assistants on front office, and then here we are. And then after I was a general manager, I got the opportunity to open another express in Pattaya, the new one there. And then it was a fantastic job as a first person to be able to open an express, and the lady and the general managers at young age. So it was a great achievement. After that, I get to move back to Bangkok with these opportunities because this is the biggest hotels that they give it to me. So it's a 411 key right now, and I'm enjoying it, very enjoy the challenge and everything that I have right now. Looking forward to open these hotels. We're due to open this one on the 11th of January next year.
So what are some of the challenges that you face, and how did you come over it?
Yeah, very good questions. There's a lot of obstacles, definitely, but I think it's good that the organizations give me the opportunity to sit at the table. So it's hard. At some of the general managers, some of the team members also give me a bit of a hard time, I'll say, because they would be like, oh, how can you lead me because you're quite young? But then I prove it how I lead. So it's like I show them how I do it. I help them and manage the obstacle together with them. So I gain their trust. And that's how I overcome some of the obstacles or resistance along the way. And in terms of the ownership, I have to say that I'm very fortunate. The owners is pretty nice. Most of them is actually very open to females, and also like allow me to show my capabilities. Definitely a good mentor. I have a very good mentor. IHG is actually have programs, mentorship programs, and they allowed me to join that mentorship programs we call it RISE program previously. It's a like woman leadership, woman inspiration for a woman leadership, especially. So I have that and continue the mentorship, mentee relationship until now. And now we have become like she's still my direct boss though, Khun Kate, but still we talk about something else other than work as well. If I have problems, stress, I can just call her, and that also helped me to cope my stress along the way. I think if we have some mentor or someone we can discuss with, it would be great to release our stress, I'm pretty sure. And I think along the way there are some ups and downs, but what inspired me most to continue on this journey, this is, I think it's my passion, purely just passion. I'm very passionate in the hotel business. I like to walk in the lobby, meeting people, smiling at them, and hearing their stories. It's just very inspiring, and I think I would love to be able to share my story to other people as well, so they can get inspired. That's how I like it though.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Although we're not in person doing this interview, I definitely get your positive and energetic vibe as well. So it's really rubbing off. And I can see how that, the leadership in that position, when you have that kind of, zest and positivity, definitely, it will create a very dynamic team.
Oh, thank you.
No, really, congratulations. I think it's not easy, especially at such a large property as well. So, you're still, very young, and a very long road ahead in the career journey. So, what's your next goal? Like, where do you see yourself?
This is hard. Some people actually ask me if I want to be a area general managers, regional general managers. I'm actually saying no.
Maybe
yeah. So I think I will still continue in this hotelier general manager's position, definitely, but probably doing something out of my comfort zone, trying a luxury lifestyle hotels in a faraway land, for example. You can just I would love to try something with a different feel, different vibe, and add into my portfolio. I think that's what my next goal.
Excellent. That's good. Well, you're obviously very driven, and what you want. And so what are your key leadership skills in terms of imparting some of that positivity and some of the inspiration to your team, especially women in hospitality, where we look at areas where we want to close the gap and offer diversity and equal opportunity as well. So what are the things besides the RISE program from IHG that you adopt, that some of the values that you adopt at your workplace?
Actually, I celebrate DE&I definitely very much, because I actually get that opportunity for myself as well. So now I always have that in my mind and everything that I do. So for example, from the start of recruitment of the team, I will always make sure that my management level have a mix of gender. It would be great if I would have all the LGBTQ plus with me, all the women and men together. It's a great balance. And that is actually something that I have right now as well. Also with the age gaps, actually I'm open to any of the age. Usually some of the recruitment period, they always say at this age until this age only, but I'm not. I'm actually saying open up completely. So that gives me a bit of a how to say, a mix of a gender, a mix of a millennials, Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, and everything together. So it's a fun working place. My leadership styles is most of a, I would say that I lead by example, and I am very transparent. My doors never close. So usually the teams and myself get close to each other pretty often. I always go to them, talk to them. I eat lunch with them. So I actually understand what their feelings, if there anything that I can help them with. It would be great to just discuss at that time as well. Like their sisters, and also sometimes they call me mom when I'm so young, but they call me mom. So yeah, but I think it's like I wouldn't say that I'm a family. I would say that I'm a football player.
Oh,
so
wow.
Everybody actually have their own part, but we play it together. And if you do wrong, then you get disciplined, but still we love each other as a team. So yeah, I treat the team as a football player together.
It's not a one-person game, right? You're dependent on each other. And I think having the right attitude, the right strategy, I mean, that's what, gets you in a winning position, having that spirit of togetherness. That leads me to my next question about empowerment and empowering your team. How do you lead? Because sometimes, I mean, you mentioned a little bit about some of the challenges, like, you do get maybe someone who's a little bit more senior going, oh, you're younger than me. How do you deal in situations like that? Because it's quite, you have to be diplomatic, but how do you also be effective?
Yeah, well, I have a little bit of tricks. I would say tricks. I don't know whether it's a trick, but for me, I have an option. So I would try, the first way is to gain their trust by working closely with them. If I can show them, if I understand that whatever they're specialized in, and I can show them that I understand the same thing, sometimes I gain that trust as well. And secondly, if I don't understand their specialties, really, it's like, for example, engineering. Chief engineers sometimes talk about piping, wiring, something that like, oh, okay, I never even fix my own car, so I don't understand that. So what I actually use is the way I ask. There's no stupid questions in my dictionary. So I always ask them, give them the pride of their knowledge, and then I learn from them. And then at the same time, I can also advise that person of whatever I know. So it's like a balancing of sharing knowledge, and at the end, I gain their trust and respect. So it may take a bit of time in this process, but at the end, it's better. That's how I do.
Yeah, it's also a two-way street, isn't it? The trust goes both ways, and also transparency. But a lot of it is also helping each other out. Like you say, it's a team. Even though we're expert in one field, you still need other parts to come together to make it work. And principles. Yeah, speaking of values, so what are the principles in life that you are quite close to and actually make sure that you do every day, and also share that with the team?
I would say my favorite quote that I always have, that since I was young until now, I still have this on my mind. It's the one that maybe you also hear it as well. If you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. So I always have that. That's why I'm a very people person. I think if I have the right team with me and people's helping each other, it's a winning, like you say, I'm a winning already at the positions of winning. So because everybody thinking the same thing, driving the same values and goals, and we are singing the same song. So that's why that's my motto.
Oh, good. So who are the people in your life that you look up to in terms of, staying grounded, staying true to your values? Is there any particular role model in your life that you kind of look up to, and may not be from the industry, but, you kind of go like, yeah, I aspire to that person. I like their style or what they do.
Yeah, I would say my mom. She's very inspiring. I think she's my role model. She's when I was young, she was a very working woman. She leads a lot of people and have all the men under her, and she can, she can actually do everything. Like, I don't know how she do it. She knows the law. She can talk to police and everything, and she like it's like everything she knows. So I'm like, oh, that's
Is she
like
in the same industry as well, or different industry?
Different, totally different. So I'm like, oh, that's inspiring. And then she was the one actually get me into the hotels, because there was one time she was asking me inside the lobby. I think we went to travel or something, and then we sit in one of the lobby with a big chandelier, and then she was saying, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I'm like, I look around and I'm like, I want to be in the hotels with a big chandelier. And then she's like, there you go. So after that, I'm like, oh, so but how? That's just only the how to say, like, the start point. And after that, she asked me like, she actually the one who guided me around, like, how do I, like, what do I have to study to be able to become the hotelier? And then after I got the the degree, she actually asked me, where do I want to go? She then put me into China and start my Chinese and everything. Like, she's really trying to frame that success for me. And until now, every time it's like I move the job, she's like, all right, go for it. So it's like, yeah, she's my role model.
She's like a cheerleader. She's always providing the support. I think it's so important, that there's so many people that will give us advice, but there's only very few that we, value what they say. And those are the people that, that support you and give you the confidence that you need.
Every time, even I'm like so stressed at work, just only give her a call and she just like, it's done. After I hang up with her, I'm like, oh, that's it. I'm happy. I'm back to normal.
That's good. You've got a lifeline. You've got someone that you could call to change your mood. So with such busy life and also like career ahead of you, what are the things that you do to, have a work-life balance? I mean, is there anything particular that you do to make sure that you unwind, you rejuvenate yourself, and have a bit of like mindfulness time?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, previously I'm a workaholic. During those time that I climb up that ladder, so definitely a very workaholic. I don't have any work-life balance. But after COVID hit me hard actually, and I learned a lot. Now I respect myself, give myself a good work-life balance. I actually know straight away if I'm very stressed. I actually can stop myself. I will go out and eat nice food, travels. I actually do a travel vlog as well. I do vlog, Facebook, Instagrams, like traveling lifestyle bloggers. So I always, every time it's like, if I have off days, I go reviews other hotels and it's become my hobby. So it's get me out of my hotels, but reviews other people hotels.
So work. You're doing R&D.
It's relaxing. So it's not actually really concept. I actually still exploring a lot in terms of IHG's hotels, because we have a lot of pipelines and we have properties. So I explore that, and I also like to listen to music, playing games. One of the games that I play is actually like very easy, like solitaire and something like Sudoku, something like that. But it's actually take off all the stress. So I plan my schedule very tight. So if I say I finish my work at this time, I'll give it a little bit of time off to myself. And then I can come back later, but maybe like after 2 or 3 hours, I give myself to relax and unwind. Because otherwise, if I keep continue, I know that I will break down and cry.
Exactly. We're all human. We will burn out, after a while. So we need time. What that leads me to the last few questions before we wrap up the session. Just looking back now, what's the advice that you would give yourself 10 years ago? Looking back now that
I would say, Aimmy, relax, take a deep breath and stop working. I would say, go back to your family, eat nice food, explore the world because you're still young. Yeah, and have time at that time. You have a lot of time, right? But now you don't have time. So I would say take your time, relax, enjoy the world.
Good. Okay, one more question as well. Okay, in terms of work, so what is one saying that you use all the time? Like for me, I always remind myself, like, don't sweat the small stuff. So what's one thing that you keep telling yourself so you can be a little bit more relaxed?
I actually, it's a word actually I always say, if it's passion. So I always have like this word to me because if I'm so happy with whatever I do, it's not work. Like now I'm passionate about hotels. So it's actually every day I come to hotel. I'm not feeling like I'm working here. I'm feeling like I'm here to communicate, socialize, mingle, but maybe a little bit stressed in terms of other things. But but overall, it's like more of the wording is like passion. So if I'm stressed or something, I'll be saying like, is this what I want to do? This is what I'm happy about. And and then I actually bring myself back.
Yeah, no, that's really good. I think, passion, and if you love what you do, you're not really working, and you don't really mind putting the time in there because you're having fun and you're happy.
And I actually saying that to the team as well. I said, if you want to make, I'll say, just try. If it's a mistake, if it cause a lot of problems or something, it's fine, because after that you will learn. At the end of the day, you will learn. So don't afraid to make mistake, make it, and then you'll learn it. So break your legs.
Excellent. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Khun Aimmy. It's been fun having a chat with you. So energized, ready to take on the world.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for this opportunity to speak about this as well. Very nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and it's lovely to meet you. And I hope that our path will cross. I'm sure we will. I go to Bangkok quite a lot. So yeah, let's keep in touch. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.